What's going on, team? It's Lorenzo, and welcome to tonight's team call. And we're just going to go through some announcements real quick. So if you're new, we have this team call every single Monday night Pacific time to plug everybody in to the campfire and let you guys know what's going on with the latest updates, the latest promos. And we're going to give you guys some real value every single week, week in and week out. Every other week we have a guest speaker, and tonight we do have a guest speaker on as well. So we're going to go through some announcements real quick. Let's just welcome some new members: Jordan, Brenda, Isaiah, and Jesse. In the last week, had joined the club. So we still have that ignition kit, guys, $99, and our guest speaker will touch on that a little bit tonight. And if you guys know, the value of the Dream Giver Savings Card is pretty much rocket launching your guys' business, and how valuable it is to learn mindset and how to build this business from audios from United trainers in the company. So we'll get to that. And if you guys are in the North Bay area, in Fairfield, Terry Camp, our international marketing director, our mentor, the man who taught us everything that we know, will be in Fairfield on the 7th of January, right out the gates after the new year. And we're going to get this rocking. He's going to be coming in from all the way from Las Vegas, guys. And, we're going to have a blast. And you get to meet people who are making the most money here. We have direct access to them as well. So that momentum, guys, and we'll talk about it in a minute on our interview. For those of you guys who are going, we're excited. We're going to be there from the 22nd through the 27th. So that weekend is the event, but we're going to be sightseeing and stuff beforehand. Our Airbnb is right about 13 minutes away from the arena, and we're going to go sightsee to the Grand Canyon and the Horseshoe Bend and stuff. So we're going to have a good time. So those of you guys who are planning to come out and are coming out, get with my wife on the information about that. So as you guys know, just real quick before we get into the main event, Wayne Nugent, the founder of Wool Ventures, our chief visionary officer, billionaire, wealth powerhouse, creator of our amazing vehicle. Me and my wife had actually had an opportunity to win a contest through the team, and we're going to be able to be hopping on a Zoom with him in the next week or so. So just to this, we had the opportunity to actually open it and actually invite selected people on our team. So we want to congratulate our boy Isaac Fry, our boy Keyshawn, and recently our newest rep, Jordan Tran, to be able to hop on this Zoom kind of like this and get to speak on one-on-one time with Wayne Nugent. And anybody else that's on our team, guys, you guys can qualify to get on this call with us. Just if you show 5 people through this holiday season, or have one sale in. So we want to help you guys get more value out of this. And this is a really great opportunity to be around someone who's a billionaire and to be able to be have direct access to that person and ask him any question that you want. And in this business, especially on our team, man, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity to do that. So, all right. So for the main event, we have our good friend, our great fan, Mr. Ryan Torres. A little bit about him, guys. I don't want to take away his thunder, man, but he's tuning in all the way from Hawaii. And he's a marketing director now in the company. He's been involved with this for, a handful of years, guys. And he is, just amazing. Like, when I met this man, dude, like he's just full of energy. And this guy right here, he knows how to build. He knows how to, build people up. He's a leader amongst leaders. He's a great servant leader. If you guys don't know, like the whole Team Unstoppable Hawaii, every single weekend and week out, pretty much day in and day out, they're blowing it up. And, he has, countless, leaders on his team that are there to carry him through and, build this business to the highest of heights, man. And we're just so grateful to have him and have a great relationship with him. Well, it was really cool. We actually had a chance to hang out, more often than usual because, we are ranking up in the company. And one time we actually won a backstage pass to Wool Ventures, and we're sitting right next to each other, man. And dude, like he drops nuggets, guys. Like, and you know how they say, like, hang around with the people that outthink you. Like whenever we hang out with this guy, man, he's he keeps the pace, and the pace is always up when it comes to him. So we're gonna ask him some questions and just kind of do this interview style process. But Ryan is here to serve us, and we're just so grateful to have you on, bro. So hey, man, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Thank
What's
you.
good, brother?
Everything's good, man. Life is good. How you doing?
I'm well, bro. Yeah, we appreciate you tuning on, bro. So we have a handful of new people that are excited, that are building this thing, that are chasing after that dream too. And we just want to, kind of like, share the energy, like how it's been for you, and tell your story about it. So why don't you just start off, bro? Ryan Torres, marketing director. If you guys don't know what marketing director is, on average they make about $5,000 a month. Residually about 60K a year. So this man right here, he's a pro. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to build people up. So man, yeah, just tell me your background, bro, and then kind of how you got started with this and your story real quick, man.
Appreciate you, Lorenzo, and thanks again for having me on the call. And Kay, so my name is Ryan Torres. I'm 33 years young. I'm born and raised in Hawaii, and I seen World Ventures 6 years ago. And at the time, I was working at PH3NOMZ. I was in the restaurant industry for about 11 years. And I also had my failing photography business that I was trying out too. That spent a lot of money, but I just wasn't a business person, because I would be the nice guy and say, "Hey, I'll do your photography for free," because I'm just, I just wasn't in business, And so, in the restaurant industry, I started from a busser to a food runner to a server, and then I started getting a little bit good at that, so I got to train other servers. And I knew life was more than just working for the buck for the day, like I'm just chasing the money and starting back at zero every single day. That was my life. And how long do I want to do that? Well, if I kept doing that with that vehicle, I would have to work until like 80 years old, which is like 50 more years ahead of me. And I was not about that lifestyle. And, I wanted more in my life, but, I was 27 years old when I got started, and I struggled my whole life. I mean, I thought I'll be a millionaire in my 20s. And you know what? That didn't happen because, life happened, and I got myself into a lot of debt. I was $30,000 in credit card debt. So I was the guy that had to check my phone on my bank account to see if I could eat. Like, that was my everyday life. And I just was like, man, like, I know there's a way out. I'm going to be the guy that's going to take my family out of this poorness, and I'm going to change my last name where nobody has to say I don't got time or I got money. That's going to end with me. And that was, so I tried a lot of, not a lot, but a few other network marketing companies, and I was selling products and all kind of stuff. But you know what? Some of them was even just a courtesy sign up with my uncle and stuff like that. And they never seen me again, because the product wasn't me. It was like, I was trying to sell something and convince something against whatever they was trying to do. And with World Ventures, when I seen this, I thought that I would never do something like this again. And when I seen World Ventures, I was like, man, travel, have fun, and make money. Like, I believe this company is made for me, and so I was very skeptical in the beginning. And when I seen this, this girl texted me coffee ? And I was like, man, you're a girl, I'm single. Yeah, I'll go see you. I got time. I was living in San Diego. So when I seen her, and she talking to me about my goals and my dreams, I'm like, okay, what is going on? Like, I already know. I've been through this a bunch of times. What are you trying to sell me? And she showed me it. I was like, man, like, this sounds too good to be true. And so I seen her 5 different times before I ever got started. But I thank God that I kept seeing her, and I said yes to this idea. I just had faith, like, man, let's do this again. I'm ready. This is for me. Like, and I'm so grateful that I had the courage to say yes. And, $30,000 in credit card debt, it was a couple $100. I was like, man, I don't got the money, but what's a couple of $100 on top of 30,000? Like, screw it. I'm already, I'm already in the hole. How much deeper can I get? So I took the risk, and 6 years later, it's been amazing. I'm 33 years old now, and I've been able to fire both my bosses because of this. And I've been on 40 something vacations. We just came back from Bali, Indonesia, also Phuket, Thailand for 10 days. We just came back from that, and I can't wait to go to Arizona to Momentum, which we'll talk about a little bit. But yeah, that's kind of like a little background about me.
That's awesome, my brother. Yeah, man, this man, dude, he was blowing up the Instagram and, the Facebook, man. They were in Thailand riding elephants, eating all the food with this, with his partner, Brittany. you know, and she's actually a director in the company as well. And hey, man, like that's crazy, dude. Like, dude, you got with the director that on your not playing. But that's cool, man. You know, I'm married into this too. And my wife, she, you know, she was a senior rep when we got together as well. So that's pretty awesome. But anyways, guys, so Ryan has built a caliber of leaders on his team, as you can tell, and you know, just you can pretty much tell him like how many kind of ranks you have on your team, bro. But you know, when you first start, like obviously there's new people on here who just got their 4, who just got their 1, or even showed like a handful of people just already in the last week or so through the holiday season, man. Like how do you determine who to build with, and what does it look like to getting them started like fast? Like I know you're all about the score in 24, and kind of explain that to them like on a quick note, because you know a lot of different people have different ways to do it, and we teach them a certain way too. But how do you guys do it in Hawaii? How do you determine how to build with there?
Well, first of all, when they get started, like you just said, like I love to hit the iron while it's hot. I love to score in 24. And for me, it's not scoring 24 hours, it's scoring 24 minutes. It's like when I get them started, it's like, who can I show right now? You know what I'm saying? Because you can go through the fast start training and do the fast start, but we might not even see them again, you know? So if I would rather just say, hey, who can we show right now, and challenge them and test them, because I'm looking for the person that's looking for me. When they step up to my challenge, I know, oh, ooh, man, I maybe got one, you know what I mean? So I'm challenging people constantly, you know, who can we show right now? If they make an excuse, cool, like I'll go over to the fast start training now, because I know you don't have time, or you don't believe you can show somebody right now. That's cool. So let's do a game plan right there. And if we are showing somebody at the end of it, if they don't have anybody we can show later on, after I keep asking them if they showed another one, and now, okay, you know what, we're out of people, you know, and we'll do the fast start training now, you know, or we'll set something up later. But I wanna get them scoring really fast. But how do I determine who to work with and build with? Well, I love Eric G's concept of, you know, build through, build with, and build for. What I mean by that is build through. When you get somebody started scoring 24, right? You're just building through. Who do you know? Okay, they got signed up. Who do you know? And they get signed up. Who do you know? And you're not gonna know who to build through until you test them. You keep challenging them, and the right person is gonna keep calling you. They're gonna be setting up appointments, and they're just gonna do it. They're just gonna know, you know, and you're gonna know, and because you're not babysitting nobody. You know, so once you build through, you're going fast. Fast is fun, slow is painful, right? So you're going super fast. And once you get one, and then you get one, and hey, everybody that already got started, I'm going to show another guy for one of your guys' you know, and I'm just seeing who's going to follow me. I'm seeing who's willing to participate. I'm willing to see who has no excuses to just go and do this and kill this while the iron is hot. You know, so I'm building through, and when I find somebody to build with, because I know is like, you're going to know that they're just stepping up to the plate all the time. And then that's the guy I lock arms with, and I teach them everything I know, because once I teach them everything I know, how to invite, present, close, train, and promote for events, then awesome, I'll let them go. Okay? They're gonna build for, is what I mean, because they don't need me anymore. I need to release them to their greatness. I can't just keep crippling them, you know what I mean? So I'm building leaders. I'm constantly, it's like a franchise, right? If you have McDonald's and you know how to do one McDonald's and it runs super good because you got your leaders training leaders. Cool, guys, I'm going to buy another McDonald's and I'm going to let you guys go. I'm not going to leave you guys. I'm going to check up on you here and there, but I'm going to build another McDonald's franchise. And hey, how you guys doing? You guys cool? Okay, cool. And I'm building again. And once I get all the guys running, and then I'll build another McDonald's. And that's how it works, you know? When you can teach others to teach, you can lay on the beach, baby. So, you know, I just love them. I lead them, and then I let them go. You know, I mean, if anybody has children on here, we raise our children to leave us, right? We want to teach them everything we know. We don't want to stay with them forever. We want them to become their own greatness, whatever it is. We want them to become their own superstar, you know? So it's just like, you know, babies in a way. And so 5 things I look for in a leader is, number 1, you got to be coachable and you got to be teachable. That's number 1, coachable and teachable. Number two, you gotta have, well, you don't gotta have, but if they have credibility with their contacts, that is huge. If you have one and two, it's game over if they're willing to put you in front of the people. Because I love them, but I'm building a business. So if they show me to the people that's gonna run with me, like it's game over, because all I need is one to build 1,000. You know, so that's what we did. We put in one, that put in one, that put in one. All these guys quit, but that one stuck it out. That found somebody years later that, you know, and then boom, thousands of people off that one, you know. And so that's the build for, because there's so many leaders on that line that are doing this with or without me or you or anybody, because they're chasing after their own dreams. And we're just blessed to share something that they can create financial freedom with. You know, so one, coachable and teachable. Two, credibility with their contacts. Three, burning desire. Four, they gotta competitiveness. They gotta like want to win, like have that winning spirit. And five, they gotta be willing to be tough. You know, if somebody tells them no, they took a crack in the face, like a punch in the face. Awesome, give me some more. Is that all you got? Let's go. You know what I mean? Those could be like no's, or those could be like, oh, my dad told me this, or my best friend told me, you know, like I'm stupid. Like, who cares? They don't pay our bills. You know what I mean? So if you trust other people's opinion, you're gonna have to be willing to buy their lifestyle. You know, so do not trust your own opinion. You know, for me, it's like, is your goals bigger than your obstacles? When somebody tells you no, it's okay, because I know where I'm going. I know my goals, and nothing else that I know about is gonna get me to where I want to be. Or is your obstacles bigger than your goals and dreams? When somebody tells you no, goodbye, 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 go back to work and work another 50 years of your life. You know, my goals are always bigger than my obstacles, and it doesn't matter what happens in my life. And that's the kind of people that I'm looking for. I'm looking for those kind of people that just see it. You know, when you show them the plan and they're like all about it and say yes, that's a good possibility. They may have what it takes. If you got to convince them, then guess what? Later on, you're probably going to have to keep convincing them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're just going to kind of know, like, if you do this for a while and you become a professional at this, you know, like, I mean, you're just gonna figure it out. You know, if you really, really want it, you're gonna figure it out. If you don't, you're gonna come up with all these kind of excuses. So I hope that answers the question.
Yeah, bro, you hit it right, the nail on the head, man. You know, there's a lot of people on here who got those bloody noses, and they still stick around, and they tough it out because they have a vision for what they see here. They're looking for a home, like they want to have a home here. They found a family, and that's what we want here, guys. Like we want to build that culture, build that, you know, that bulletproof, like being bulletproof, having that champion mindset that no one can take that away from you here. And obviously, Ryan, you have that, you know, and you instill that to your people as well. So, but real quick, like, you know, kind of tell them like how many, like what are the ranks looking like on your team right now, bro? Just kind of real quick, and after I go to the next question, like how many you
Right
have?
now, we got about 4 marketing directors, a handful of directors, like a lot of directors. I mean, Brittany, my girlfriend, she popped senior rep in August of this year, and then 2 weeks later, she popped director. I mean, it's crazy. And I mean, we got a bunch of directors, a bunch of senior reps. I mean, and you know, it's just gonna keep growing and growing from here on out, because I'm so insignificant in my team, because there's so many leaders built that a lot of them don't even know who I am. You know, and that's something that I believe, if you want to become an IMD, like that's something amazing, and that's something that is intentional. You know, just like I said, you want your children to leave you later on, right? That this is all intentional. This is all the game plan. You know, because you want your leaders to soar, to build other leaders, You know, so yeah.
Awesome, my brother. Cool. So when you're building new teams, man, and you know, and you rally around your reps that who do stick around, you know, they do want to get it in. And obviously, we always teach about, you know, the white hot market. Who do you know? Who can we go show right now? But obviously, say they do have a lot of credibility. Say they burn through the top 20, or maybe they don't have a lot of credibility. What's your best tactic on teaching your new reps that do attend the trainings, they do stick around, how to reach out to their warm market, like the people they don't really keep in touch with a lot, not so much every day, but they have great relationships with them? Like, what do you say to your reps to have them kind of reach out to them, to the warm market?
I would say, treat it as you were to with your hot market. You already have somewhat of a relationship. So keep staying excited or even more excited than you were before. Keep the urgency, like be urgent and create curiosity. That's the whole thing with the invite. And if you're excited and people feel that from you, it's like a different energy about you. They're going to be curious, and just be urgent. Just go through the numbers. Like you're just asking people. And if they say yes, awesome. If they say no, awesome. Next, like you got to get out of your head. You got to not be emotionally attached to anything. This is a numbers game. And I don't care if you're rich, poor, fat, old, young, it doesn't matter. Like we're just going to go through the numbers. And you with me or you not, tell me quick. I got to go show the next person, like that's how urgent you got to be. So keep a humongous list, 200 plus or even more, like all your contacts in your phone, your Instagram followers, your people that watch your stories, like everything, your Facebook, everything. Like I meet people all the time. When I'm going to eat, I get a server. I'm always making contacts. I'm always, forming them, where are you from? How are you? Like see if they even smile or even respond back, hi, like say hi, like, but these are your warm markets. So like, just go out there and just invite how you were to anyone, just put the invite out there, because everybody that you don't invite is 100% no, automatic. Don't give them any shot, and they're going to be at their job like I was, working at PH3NOMZ, making minimum wage, less than $100 a day. That was my life because I got a shot, like somebody gave me a shot, so when I invite somebody, or whether it's warm market, I'm not thinking about myself, okay? I'm thinking about who can I give a gift to? Who can I change your life? Who's going to be on stage one day thanking me that they make $100,000 a year, and it was because of my invite and and my mentorship, my leadership, that's going to help change their life and their future and whole generations to come. Our goal is to impact as many people as we can. So who can I give a gift to? Who can I bless? Stuff like that. Like, so I don't know if that answers that, but
That's cool, man.
And can I add one more thing? Sure. When you get somebody started, go fast again. Like hit the ground running while it's hot. Like score fast, because it's like birthing a baby, right? If you birth them, oh, welcome to World Ventures. Now you birth them, right? And guess what? If you don't see them or set a game plan in the next 2-3 days, or even see them in the next 2-3 days, they're pretty much dead. Like you didn't feed them, you didn't stay high, you didn't care for them, And so to me, it's like, yeah, personals are good, but I say this because I want to become, and I am a professional build through. So I don't need that many personals because I build through my people's personals. You see, I mean, and that's just my theory. I mean, and not everybody's going to be the builder like that. But all I need is just one. All I need is to score in 24 with one person that gets one person that gets one person that gets one person. And all I had was one personal from that, So not everybody's going to do that, but hit the iron while it's hot when you guys get somebody started.
Awesome, bro. That's some good stuff right there, man. And you're preaching to the people who need to hear. We had Tony LeBugio coming to our RTE out here in San Jose, and he talked about a lot of stuff like that too, because it's true, man. Like we just want to build through as fast as possible, having that zero emotional attachment. We tell our team all the time, like you can't say the right thing to the wrong person, you can't say the wrong thing to the right person, and it's a numbers game. Like you just got to be, you just got to go. And, having that blessing mentality as well, just giving them the opportunity. Like you're not taking away something from them, but you're giving them something that could potentially change their life. And I love that about what you just said, bro. So, but yeah, bro. So real quick, the next question before we get into it. So what's been like the biggest challenge for you? Like, I know that you started in San Diego, you're going to Hawaii, and you decided to go to Hawaii to build a market. And, what was a challenge for you in the beginning, like the very beginning? Because a lot of people go through some turmoil in the beginning to kind of like, divorce that, I want to say that employee mindset into the entrepreneur mindset. Or how do you help your people move past that kind of that landmine or that turmoil with in the beginning type of things? And how did you help them overcome it, or how did you overcome your problem in the beginning?
Yeah, so in the beginning, my biggest challenge was actually getting no's, because I actually went through 50 straight no's in order to get one yes. Like, that was my story. So I actually took 5 months to get my 4 to waive my membership, you know? And so, like I said, the goal is bigger than the obstacles, or the obstacle is bigger than the goals. That I already, you know, I asked myself that, and I wanted to quit a lot of times because I wasn't having that kind of success, you know, and that's why trainings is crucial, you know. And but the second thing, growing my business, one of the biggest challenges I went through was also losing 500 people plus on my team. You know, I was going like that, and then something happened and went straight down for a year, and 500 people gone. You know, and that sucked, you know. And I had to go through a lot of growing, you know. I wasn't the leader to sustain it, you know. Momentum is our next training, right? There's, you know, you got to build momentum, and then you maintain momentum, and then you advance momentum, right? I built the momentum, right? I couldn't maintain that momentum, and you know, and keeping plugged into the trainings, you know, really helped me to overcome it, because it's kind of like your phone, right? You know, if your phone, I don't have my phone on me, but if your phone isn't charged, it's just a good hammer, right? You know what I'm saying? That's it. It's the greatest invention of all time, but it's just a hammer if it's not charged up, right? Just like us, when we're excited, we go to the event, we're excited, but if we don't get charged up by the next event, guess what? We're just a bad hammer. Like, we're not gonna do good in business because we're not charged up. We're not excited. We're not feeling the way we should feel. You know, if you're presenting and you're pissed off or mad or frustrated, people are gonna see that through your expressions. You know, so you got to be charged up, because they're gonna feel you. They're gonna see if you're convicted with what you're doing, or if you're like just trying it out. You know, so like and the third thing for me, my biggest challenge, what was it? It was watching people win faster than me. You know, when I was going to that 500, you know, going down, right? 500 members lost. What helped me was going to the regional training event, and what a coincidence, Tony LaBuglio was the guy, you know, that was there. Wow. And so, I mean, if you guys went to the Tony LaBuglio, I mean, there may be something that, check your notes, and there may be something in there, or something that you already felt. Hit that, you know, like, feel it again, and just go hard, because he was talking about, he did a travel party every single day of the week, every day, 7 days a week. And I'm like, how come I don't even have one travel party, and I don't even have a calendar? You know, so I took that, and I was trying to figure out, like, how do I get to his level? And it all starts from the basic. It's all going from the invite to getting one to building through. And once you do that, you just set up their travel party, because they just got started, right? When can we go to your house, you know, and in the next 24, 48, or 72 hours, you know, and hold something, and invite all your friends. You know, in Hawaii, we do a lot of barbecues, you know, and I know that's against some invites, but here in Hawaii, we do love to eat. So it's kind of like a good way. And hey, by the way, I got something I got to show you. I got something I'm really excited about that I got to run by you. You know, if they ask why, I'll tell you all about it when you get here. Here, there's free food, whatever. But do whatever works for you, you know. But if you set up the launch, right, one person can give you 2 or more launch events, right? So if you're building, if you got one, and then that one goes through a travel party, and then 2 signs up, that's 2 more travel parties, and 2 can get you 4 or more, right? So now you can set travel parties every day, and we go house to house. I pretty much built this business by going house to house, people's kitchen and stuff like that. I was never waiting for a big shot, or I was never waiting for a weekly, you know, a event or anything. It was going one-on-ones, two-on-ones, travel parties, one-on-ones, two-on-ones, travel parties. This is all intentional. I'm not waiting for nothing. It's all urgent, because my fear is me not showing my friend or family fast enough, and somebody else showing them instead, and they go build and kill it over there. You know, so that was my 3 biggest challenges, and how I overcame it was, you know, listening to the World Ventures audios, like Chillin' Worldwide or WV Advantage, you know, the Facebook Advantage, you know, there, like the Ignition, you know, there's audios on there. There's YouTube, all over. If you search things and if you just put in the good stuff in, the good stuff will come out. But if you watch TV and on the sofa, you know, doing all this stuff that are not income producing activities, I mean, you're just lost. You're not intentional. You're just doing what the normal person would do. And the normal person is not going to get the kind of results that you want. You know, that's just it. You gotta do what others won't. And if you do what others won't, you can have what others don't. Right. So.
Woo, man. Yeah. Tell them to get out of Netflix binging, man.
I don't got time for that, man. I don't even have a TV. Why? Because I don't got time for that. I'm chasing my goals, man. I'm not trying to watch somebody else live their life. I'm trying to live my own life. I don't wear anybody's NFL last name on my back. I love football. I used to play football. But I want my last name. I want my last name on a uniform. I want people celebrating me, not me celebrating somebody that doesn't even know me. You know what I'm saying?
Go off, Ryan.
Woo, let's get it. This is your life.
And this is why, you know, we're friends. And, you know, as you guys can see, man, you know, we're pumped up. And just like he was saying, building it 2-on-1s, 1-on-1s trial player, that's what we've been doing in the last, you know, couple weeks. And that's why, you know, we were able to get that top spot with that travel party promo. And, you know, that we're
baby.
You know, we're giving that opportunity for you guys on our team to have an opportunity to get with Wayne, like to, you know, to literally talk to a billionaire. And, you know, what he's saying right now, guys, is so profound. Like, you have to be intentional to build this business because, you know, nothing great is ever done when you willy-nilly things. And I'm sure, you know, Ryan's all about that. And, you know, and I think, you know, Marcus says this all the time, like getting rich would be the hardest thing you would ever do in your life, but it'd be worth it. Right, Ryan?
Exactly.
Freedom
is worth it, baby. Doesn't matter what you got to do. What's hard is working 50 years of your life for somebody you don't even care about. You know, if I've been in only 6 years and I had marketing director June 2016, and that was 3 years ago. You know, took you 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, doesn't matter. That's better than 50 years. At a job, you're never going to make residual income. I mean, very, very rarely. And you probably wouldn't pass it to your kids. So pick your vehicle, you know.
Pick your
Get good at something worth getting good at. My bad.
Okay, bro. Yeah, let's do it. All right. So as far as personal development, man, obviously, you know, we go to these events, we listen to these audios, and, you know, we learn from mentors like Terry, our mentor, Tony DeBuglio, Mark Cassetta, director of training. And how is that, you know, literally a pillar, a pivotal thing in your life where it's how important is that to you? How important is that to your team for creating a success, an environment for success? And how has that impacted like the culture you have in your team? And how has that, you know, pretty much impacted your life on a personal development level? Because a lot of people who are new, they've never really ever heard of personal development before. So how's that impacted you, man?
For me, man, personal development changed my whole entire life. Like I said, I was $30,000 in credit card debt. I was working 2 jobs, you know, for something that I wasn't passionate about. And now, I mean, because of the mindset, everything is about the mindset. You know, I like to say, when you empty your wallet into your mind will fill your wallet. It's all about what you know up here, because this is going to dictate your choices. It's going to dictate what you do, your habits, it's going to everything, your life, you know, like the calendar thing. Like I didn't have a calendar. Now I have all of these calendars right here, you know, like I'm very intentional. I write stuff down. Like your mindset is just everything, you know. They can take everything away from me, you know, like Matt Morris said, you can take my house, you can take my car, you can take my wife, whatever, it doesn't matter. Like you can't take this away from me, and you can drop me in any country in the world that we're opening with World Ventures. I can build $100,000 again because I have this, you know what I'm saying? So once you have this, like everything is possible, you know. And another thing, you know, personal development for me kind of a little tiny bit started with my grandma when I was like pretty much born, because before I left the house, she would tell me to say, you know, if it is to be, it is up to me. That was like engraved in my head. you know, and I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. That was another thing that was engraved in me from a really, really young, you know, when I barely could talk, you know, like, and I think that's kind of something that programmed my mindset, you know, and it was just a lot of stuff. But World Ventures, I mean, is mandatory. If you ask me, personal development and going to the trainings is mandatory. To me, it's like, think about what does it cost to go to the trainings. Yeah, it could be a couple $100, and you know, for us it's a big flight because we're coming from Hawaii. But to my question is what does it cost for you not to go? Right? Like, if you don't have this, guess what? You're gonna be always working the job because you never invested in yourself. You never got good at something that was worth getting good at. You know, so give yourself a shot. Invest in you. The people that actually go to trainings, they make, you know, 5 times or more than the people that don't. You know, I like to say, scared money don't make money. You know, and all this kind of stuff. I mean, you're 180 days ahead of the people that don't go to trainings. And if you don't go to trainings, guess what your people are going to do? They're going to not go to trainings as well, because what you do duplicates. So if you go to trainings, guess what? Now you're convicted. Say you already been to a training. Now you can actually go and promote it because you already know what it has done for your life. So the faster you can commit, I'm always the first one to get the ticket because I want to be so fast to promote it. If I didn't get it myself, how can I promote it? You know, so if you want a big, massive team, if you want to become an IMD or senior rep or 3-star rep, doesn't matter what you want to be, you have to go to trainings. It's kind of like, just like Marcus said in the beginning said, if you want to become a doctor, a lawyer, whatever you want to become, you know, people usually go 8 years to become a doctor, and you're trying to do it with 0 days and give me the tools and I'll try to work on you. Trust me, I don't know any doctor that has ever done that in my whole entire life. You know what I mean? They went to school and invested in themselves, spent hundreds of thousands of dollars. The training, we're talking about, say, I don't know, for us it's like $1,000 because of the flight, hotel, and all the extra stuff. You know what I mean? For you guys, it's so much easier. I mean, you guys could literally drive to Arizona. I couldn't drive to Arizona. So there is no excuse, you know, like, you just figure out a way to get there, because winners just adjust. Champions adjust. People sell stuff, you know, people do whatever, you know. And so, yeah, training is just mandatory for me and my team. And I don't know anybody that hit any kind of significant rank that has never gone to any trainings, you know, and consistently. So extremely important.
Awesome, brother. Yeah, so we're gonna get into that training, talking about training in a little bit. But yeah, man, what I always say to our piece guys, like, you know, we go to these training events and we're literally learning from 6 and 7 figure earners. They're teaching you how to build the ins and outs of this business. But on top of that, you know, those of you who've been around for a little bit and you aspire to be a trainer, like, you know, me, like Ryan, like, we've done Super Saturdays before too. And what we're learning at these events are $1 million skill sets. Like, even though it only costs, like, you know, however, a couple $100 to start this business, and you treat it like a hobby, or you treat it like, you know, oh, it's not worth like putting my mind into doing it. Like, it's going to pay you like that hobby. It's going to pay you like, you know, a couple bucks, like $10 here and there. But if you're teaching it to your team and they're duplicating, they're cloning and stuff, like, you'll get to be like Ryan, where, you know, he's making like couple $1,000 with this business because, you know, it's a potential $1 million skill set. It's what comes out of that. And, you know, sometimes we take it for granted. Like, you know, I'm sure, Ryan, you know, people can take this business for granted and they don't know what they got in their hands. This is pure gold. Like, this is, if you paid $1 million to do this, you might as well work it, right? But, you know, you go to the trainings and stuff and you learn a lot. And, you know, just kind of get into that right now too. Like, how the events in particular, not just personal development, but the events. We have 4 different events throughout the year. The first event is Momentum, that's coming up in January, and you kind of help us promote that, bro. Like, you know, tell them how big it's going to be. Obviously, in the beginning of this year, in 2020, you know, we're projected to have the biggest year yet. And because, you know, we're pulling out all the stops, guys. Like, we got the ignition, we got the Dream Giver savings card, and they're going to pull out a lot more. Like, I'm assuming because we just dropped a whole bunch of fire bombs like in the last couple of months too. So, you know, how that has impacted your life, your team. And obviously Ryan is a do whatever it takes guy. And if he had to swim from Hawaii to get to Arizona, he would, because, you know, he's cut like that too. But, you know, tell him, bro.
Oh man, yeah. So momentum or any of the major events, but what's next is momentum, man. I'm telling you, like I said before, it's mandatory if you really want to get great at this, you know. And I mean, we got Mark Aceta, the man, the legend of pretty much all of network marketing. You know, that guy is a genius. I mean, he hit the top rank in other companies, you know, different times, different companies. I mean, you know, and so, I mean, you definitely want to come learn from him. Eric G, my man, my favorite guy, my favorite trainer, Eric G, double IND, $1 million earner, has created massive amounts of trainers that's on the stage, $1 million earners, stuff like that. I mean, it's crazy. And then you got Jay Peso, went from FedEx and a boxer to now IND in the company, top 20 in North America income earners. I mean, guys, this is stacked. Troy Brown hit the top 4 times. You know what I mean? Jefferson Santos, double IND, has over 1 million people, I believe, on his team. Davey Law, I mean, Davey Law, when I was living in San Diego, he was one of the first guys that I seen. And oh my gosh, his heart, his passion, he cares, man. He just, so you're going to feel him, man. Like, you're going to laugh, you're going to cry, you're going to see people walking the stage that you're like, if that girl can do it, like, what? I mean, why not me? You know, and I don't know what you're gonna get out of it, but you are not gonna know if you're not there. You know what I mean? Like, just get yourself there, and it is crucial. It is your life. Like I said, like how much does financial freedom cost? If you could buy financial freedom, you know, how much would you pay? Would $1,000 be worth financial freedom? Would $10,000 be worth financial freedom? If you have 4 events, right, and let's just say, because we live in Hawaii, let's just say we spend $4,000 on 4 major events, okay, because I live in Hawaii, right? If $4,000 a year invested into yourself, and now you're a director, and where you make around $24,000 a year, was it, and this is not just that 1 year, this is forever. Was that $4,000 worth it? Yes. Right? Like, it's so small, but people in their mind, their thinking is selling themselves on the story of why I can't go there. My question to you is why you can go there. It's for anybody that is willing to do the work. This is not for the chosen few. This is for the few that chose. And sign me up, because I chose, and all you guys on here chose. That's why we're here, and that's why you're on this call. So I congratulate you. I applaud you for investing in yourself and learning and keep growing, because if you're not green and growing, you're ripe and rotting. So get to the event somehow, whatever you got to do.
Boom.
All right, Ryan. That is fire right there, my brother. And we appreciate you, bro. Obviously, we'll be at the event with you. You're going to bring your whole squad. And for those of you guys who are coming with us, you know, majority of you guys on the call are coming with us. So you get to meet him in person. And, you know, we appreciate your time, my brother. And all the nuggets that you drop, man. You know, we just appreciate you. Your servant leadership, bro. And, yeah, man. You know, tell him where to find you. It's on here. Follow him at Fun with Ryan on Instagram. You'll see his trips and stuff. And on Facebook, Ryan Torres. You'll see him posting up all these, you know, new leaders popping ranks on the Team Unstoppable page as well. So, yeah, man. We appreciate you again, my brother, for sure.
Appreciate you. Thanks for having me on the call, and congratulate you guys for all your success and just stepping up as leaders. I mean, I would follow you guys. I mean, you guys are showing up every day, going to everything. Like, you guys are the example of mentorship and leadership. So thank you guys.
Amen.
Thank you, Ryan.
All right, guys. Have a good night. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
God be with you all. We love you guys. And let's get it.
Let's get it.
Woo!
All right, for sure, guys. Peace
Thank
out.
you, Ryan.
Anytime.